Chase, obviously, entered the season as a starter in the Coliseum. How did it feel to get the first win?
It felt great today. I feel like our team came out offensively and defensively. I feel like we dominated the field and executed. There was a few bumps and bruises on the field, but easy things that we can fix. But overall, I feel like we dominated today and we did a good job. We're proud of us.
How did it feel to have the fans out there again?
It felt great. It makes the atmosphere way better. It's not too much to say. It's kind of like self-explanatory. It was great. It was great. Just to hear the fan noise, just to have the support back, everything.
Did you feel any added pressure on yourself just because obviously Isaiah was not out there?
No, I didn't feel any added pressure. We knew going into the week, our guys were prepared, whether what string they were. So Calen came out there, he filled the spot. He did great today. He definitely balled.
How much vocalization did you see from him? Obviously, you guys have to be very vocal.
This is something that we always practice. So, every single day in and out, Coach Narver stresses us to, always be vocal and be loud to make sure we're always, heard, things like that, make sure communication is always on point. So just with that, he's used to it. We do it every day in and out of practice. He was doing good communication on the field.
What was your vantage point of Greg's pick six?
That's my dog. It's crazy, like, me and him manifested all the time. He was manifesting all week. He was saying, I'm going to get one, I'm going to get one. And then he was saying it today. He said, I'm going to get one, I'm going to get a pick, I'm going to get a pick. And he went out there and got one. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. So I was just super proud of him. That's my boy right there.
Ooh. Hands.
Caught it, though.
Wide receiver.
That's my dog. I'm proud of him.
How did it feel, to hear the roar of a crowd when you get a play like that, something you didn't have last year?
It's amazing. It turns us up and it brings our juices, our energy levels higher. Just to know that it's kind of like extra players on the field. We go to the sideline, we get all the high fives, the congratulations, all that. But when you hear it in the crowd too, it's like everybody is one big family congratulating. So when you just hear that, it carries the momentum forward. It gets the offense going. When the defense makes a play, it turns them up. So it's always like counteracting.
You guys only give up 7 points. Did San Jose State bring actually pretty much what you expected? Did San Jose State bring offensively pretty much what you expected?
They did. And, I feel like we just game plan and focus hard. They're a really good team. They got physical backs. They got good receivers, a good quarterback. But I feel like today, we just stressed on competing. I just stressed on competing. We did. We came out and just compete at the highest level. We didn't want to be in the game. We wanted to just dominate, and I feel like that's what we did.
Thank you.
Can you tell me a little more about what you saw from Calen Bullock today and what he showed you in his first start?
Well, he's long, he's rangy. He's somehow, some way, he's always where the ball is. So I feel like he was just flying around today. He made some good tackles too, as well, coming down. And he just did exactly what he was supposed to do. All week we were telling him, like, just play this game. Like, it's football. You've been doing this your whole life. Just keep on playing. Just keep on playing. And he came out and did that today.
How did you feel about your performance yourself today? How would you evaluate it?
Honestly, I didn't feel like I had the best performance today. There's a few opportunities on making plays that I feel like I didn't make, but that's just something that I can go back and look in the film room at. I'm trying to go to the NFL. So doing things like that, is unacceptable, and I'm hard on myself. So to be able to, push forward and be able to put myself in those positions, I got to be able to make those plays. So I'm going to go in the film room, I'm going to study, I'm going to come back on, during the week of practice this week against Stanford and just go harder.
You've been waiting so long for this moment, to be the #1 guy going into the season. How did it feel when you were standing out there for that first play as the starter?
It felt great, but it was nothing that I could get too high on. It's something that I expected myself and that I worked towards. So it wasn't something that could let me get riled up or, get me out of my element. I just had to continue to do the stuff that I do day in and day out at practice. Obviously there were some bumps and bruises today that I had to get out, but it'll be fixed, and I will continue to be that, that first guy, that guy that everybody expects me to be.
Did Isaiah give you any advice? Obviously, him not being there to you.
I wouldn't say not too much advice. More so, just him motivating and encouraging. It's stuff that we do every day. So us being in the meeting rooms together and being on the field, we're always communicating. And more so, he was just like, go out there and do what you do today. Just play your game, and it's all gonna work out.
Obviously, in a normal circumstance, if Isaiah had been injured, he would have been able to be on the sideline and maybe help Calen along on the sideline. Obviously, that wasn't the case. Were you doing stuff like that, or Greg, or was it kind of like Nyvar just in his ear constantly?
Well, we do this all week. Constantly as the older guys, we make sure that the younger guys try to follow our lead and that everybody is on top of their P's and Q's. And all week he was doing that. So, coming out today, there was nothing that we really needed to say to him. He knew exactly what he had to do. He knew how to play his game, and that was it. He went out there and did that.
Thanks, Chase.